Today I'm going to change the front struts or shock absorbers and drop links on the front of this Ford Focus 2004. Oh, the handbrake's not very good on this. I'll just chop the wheels. That should stop it moving. You can help. You can help. Okay. That's loosened it. I'll do the same on the other side. And then I'll jack it up. Put jack stands under it, or axle stands. You may be able to recognise it here. This is where I'm going to jack it up on that at the jacking point. You might just see it. I've had to use a low profile jack. Even though it's not a sporty car or anything, I just couldn't fit the regular jack under it. There's the axle stand holding it up onto the subframe under the car. I'm going to do the same on the other side, so both wheels are off the ground. I should have checked it side to side. What I'm looking for is the spring can turn without twisting and jerking round as I rotate the wheel, so I know the strut up bearing's okay. That's what I'm looking for, and it seems okay here. No jerking. I'll just check the other side. This is the part that I'm changing. It's the shock absorber. Well, it says shock absorber on the box, but really it's McPherson's strut. Known as a strut. And this bit here is the anti-roll bar link. He also wants them changed at the same time, or otherwise known as a drop link. Just disconnected the ABS wire from the bracket, and the same with the brake flexi on this side, just pulled it out of the bracket and sprayed these with WD-40. It is quite leaky, this strut. It's got oil everywhere. So now I'm going to take these anti-roll bar bolts off. If they're tight, I'm not too fussed because I can just cut them off because we've got new ones. I'll see if they'll undo. Okay, so I've just fitted the vice grips onto the ball end. Behind that, I'm squashing the rubber cover that protects it. But I'm not too fussed about that because it's getting replaced anyway. So now I'll just take the nut off the other side, and then I'll do the same at the top. There's a view from the other side. Got the anti-roll bar, vice grips that are crimping the rubber boot on the anti-roll bar link. And I'm just going to take that nut off. Right off here. I wouldn't be too bothered about trying to remove the anti-roll bar link at the top of the strut. If I'm replacing the strut, but in this case I need to take that off because I need this bracket as part of it that's bolted onto it. So I'll need to undo that anyway. That's the back of the strut where the bolt goes through. Just a bit of the threads there. Try to get those cleaned. And I'll spray it with WD and hope it comes out. As you can see, the strut's really badly leaking. This is the pinch bolt that goes in the back of the strut. It goes through the hub and bolts that onto the strut, but it looks nothing like a bolt head at the top of it. It's just rust. I've hammered a 14 on, but I don't want it to round. So I'm going to try and get it out gently. So I'm not going to use an impact driver on it, an impact gun, because I don't want it to round off. It looks like this bolt's beating me. I've heated this and cooled it, heated it and cooled it a few times. It just doesn't want to go, and it's starting to round off even more. I'm already down to a 14mm. I can't get a 13mm socket on now. It's just not wanting to go, and it's not even like turning at the head and where the threads are in the other side. It's not twisting the bolt, it's just not turning at all, so I think the bolt's just seized in here. So I'd end up having to cut it and drill it, and then re-tap what's left for a new bolt, or drill it right through and put a longer shouldered nut and bolt through it. So it's going to take me way too long. Although the car still needs the job done, I don't have the time for doing that. So sometimes I think you have to know when to stop. You have to know when to quit. Otherwise, what'll happen is you'll end up breaking something and the car won't be able to drive. You've made it worse than it actually was when it came to you. So then you've... How is it? So somebody put it to me that if you try to do somebody a favour, it can be at your own expense. I don't want this to be at my expense. At the moment it doesn't have to be. It's just my time that I'll lose, because I'm not going to charge them. I don't believe in charging if you don't know. If you're diagnosing and you still don't know what's wrong with it, I don't charge. Or if you're doing a job and you have to stop and say, I can't do this one, knowing when to quit, then you don't charge and walk away. It's someone else's problem. Otherwise, you could be buying all the parts to fix stuff, buying a new hub and things like that, a new bolt. You could be putting parts on it because they'll say simply, well, you've broke it, you've made it worse. I'm not saying that that's what these people are going to say, but knowing when to stop, I think, is a good thing. This was going to be a video on changing the shock absorbers. That's what it says on the box, but the struts. It's the struts on the car and the drop links, but in this case, and then I retie it all out and call it knowing when to stop, knowing when to quit, something like that. Thanks for watching.